How could it have been? Just a couple of days later.
How could it be? We were just cheering him.
Raise him up!
How could I leave him, run away, pretend not to know him?
It didn't feel possible. But there it was. There he was. Up on the hill. Right there in front of us.
All we can do is watch.
What had happened to the cheering crowds? What had happened behind closed doors?
It's not happening. It's not real. It can't be real.
And now you see. Now you see that I control what happens in this town. In this world. I control life and death. I, Caiaphas, high priest of Israel. Not Jesus. I am the thread that connects us to God. Not you. Not anymore.
If watching is all you can do, then by the God of Abraham, Jairus, that is exactly what you will do.
And so we did all we could do. We watched. Watched as he bled. Watched as he died.
Open your eyes, Cherie. We must watch this. We must watch him.
I don't want to, Papa.
I don't want to either. I want to scream and run back down the hill and away from this place.
Yes, Papa, let's go back into town. Let's go home.
We must watch. We must suffer through this with him. We must bear witness to this and let it be seared into our souls and never forgotten.
Yes, Papa.
Brave Cherie,
Brave like Jesus?
like Jesus.
Save yourself! I wanted to cry, but I couldn't even cry. All I could do is watch.
I will watch you till the very end. Do you hear me? Son of God. Though I whisper, even now, do you hear me? I will watch until the very last moment. Until the very last breath. Well, I gave him every chance. Truth is, I did. But I knew. I knew from the moment I questioned him. I knew when I sent my guards to the garden to bring him to me. I knew from the moment I saw him ride into town on that filthy mule that this must end in his death. For the good of our nation, I knew it must. For the good of God's people, his lies must be stopped. There are some that say I should have listened to him. That he had come to lead us to a new era, to lead us to God. They do not say it to me, but behind their hands and behind their doors they say it. But I say, and I say so that all can hear, I will not bow down to this Nazarene! Soon they will all forget. Soon he will be just another liar. Just another thief whose blood has soaked and stained this inn. My men tell me that even his followers are deserting him. That as we questioned him, one of them waited outside to learn of his fate. And then denied his love for this Jesus.
Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me.
I ask you, is this the type of loyal following that favors the Son of God? Is it? I can assure you, if God ever decides to make himself known, there will be no doubt. We will all know it. And no small thing like death will stop him. When a man can save himself from death, then that man may stand in my presence and call himself the Son of God. So I will watch this sight and be glad.
We watched as he talked to and forgave the criminal hanging to his side.
Watch and remember, Cherie, even now, he changes people forever.
We watched as he weakened.
Even now, to your last ounce of strength, you give your all. I am so weak, Lord. I am so sorry.
We watched as they pierced him with their spears.
Bring this to an end!
Though we longed to turn away, we watched as everything we believed in came to an end.
You gave me back my little girl.
You made me clean again.
You made miracles happen right before my eyes.
Bring this to an end.
And now the eyes that refuse to see death in my child lose their sparkle and die.
And now the one that made me clean hangs there filthy with blood and dirt and spit.
Now the miracles are done.
How could we cheer him and then crucify him all in 1 week? How can a man be the savior of the world and a condemned criminal all in 1 week?
Watch, Israel, and see the truth of his failure, his fraud.
Open your eyes, Peter, and look at the pain that you caused.
We watched.
Watch my girl and never forget.
Yes, Papa.
We watched. How can it end?
It is finished.
It is finished.
It is finished. At last.
How could he come to save us and then not save himself?